Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Monday, the 22nd of June. I'm Nadine Blaney. Well, the Australian market is set to open 0.2% lower today. Headlines will drive the market after U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to restart the war with Iran. This as Vice President J.D. Vance met Iranian officials for the first talks under an interim peace deal. That means oil is firmly in focus after Tehran said it had again closed the Strait of Hormuz. The peace MOU calls for the strait to be reopened and a halt to all hostilities, including in Lebanon, which Israel has continued to strike. Locally, the federal government will extend the fuel excise relief for another month, keeping petrol and diesel around 16 cents per litre cheaper through July. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said the measure will save motorists about $11 per tank as households continue to face higher fuel costs linked to that ongoing conflict in the Middle East and disruptions to global oil supplies. On Friday, as we said, Brent crude ticked higher but stayed set for a weekly fall of around 8% after Israel and Hezbollah agreed on a ceasefire in Lebanon, but Iran set conditions for using the vital Strait of Hormuz. Gold prices fell on Friday. It posted a third straight weekly decline, pressured by a firmer U.S. dollar and a hawkish Federal Reserve. Spot gold down 0.9%. Copper fell for a second straight session as well. Note, China is increasing scrutiny of indium exports, prompting the fears that the AI-related metal could face similar controls, potentially tightening supply chains for data centers and other advanced technology industries. On Friday, as you know, U.S. markets were closed for the Juneteenth holiday. European shares edged lower, with the stock 600 slipping 0.2% as investors weighed renewed uncertainty in the Middle East after those planned U.S.-Iran talks were canceled on Friday. Despite the softer finish, the stock 600 still posted a 0.4% gain for the week. In company news, ASML fell after addressing concerns over exports of advanced chip-making equipment to China. Apart from war headlines, higher inflation drove a jump in the UK budget deficit in May. Britain's government ran a budget deficit of £23.3 billion in May, up 30% on a year earlier. It comes as reports suggest British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is expected to resign on Monday and set out a timetable for his departure. Meantime, Canada's retail sales grew by 0.5% in April from March to $73.03 billion Canadian, slightly missing expectations. The Australian dollar is currently sitting at 70.1 US cents. Bitcoin and Ether continued to fall in the wake of the Fed's interest rate decision, currently trading around 63,612. Domestically, it's a busy week. May, inflation and employment headline a very busy week alongside job vacancies, household spending, and two RBA speakers. In the U.S., the PCE is in focus after a hawkish Fed hold last week. June flash PMIs are out Tuesday, the ECB's Lagarde speaks on Monday, and Tokyo inflation is due on Friday. Metcash releases its full-year results today on the equities front. That does it for the day ahead. I'm Nadine Blaney. We'll see you tomorrow.